If you missed the Planet Parade of April 2022, you've got another golden opportunity to witness the grand celestial alignment that will take place in June. All the 7 planets will almost seem to align in the pre-dawn sky, and 5 of them will be visible with unaided eyes. Starting from the horizon, they include Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. The most remarkable thing about this alignment is that these 5 planets will appear in the sky in the same order as their distance from the Sun. This orderly alignment of the planets is happening after 18 years. The last time they appeared in the sky in this order was in December of 2004. In this video, I'll be telling you all of the important dates related to the grand celestial alignment and how to see all planets in the pre-dawn sky. If you're new, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any updates on future celestial events. So let's begin with Mercury, the planet that was missing in the celestial parade of April. The tiniest planet in the solar system will be challenging to observe in the first days of June because of its proximity to the Sun. However, Mercury will reach its greatest elongation west on June 17th. Hence, it will be fairly visible in the eastern pre-dawn sky after mid-June. The next is Venus, which rules the early morning sky. Venus is the brightest speck of light visible in the east before it's lost to the morning twilight. Further up, you'll find Mars and then Jupiter. The 2 planets will appear close to each other because they had spectacular conjunction on May 30th, when they passed within a few arc minutes of each other. Jupiter will be the brighter of the 2. In fact, the gas giant will be the brightest speck of light in the pre-dawn sky, only after Venus. Mars, at an apparent magnitude of 0.61, will be a faint speck compared to Jupiter. Finally, Saturn is farther away from Jupiter, shining high in the southern sky. The ringed planet will appear as a faint speck almost as bright as Mars. Jupiter and Saturn are approaching their oppositions, and their brightness will keep increasing as days pass by. As far as the solar system's ice giants are concerned, Neptune will be visible between Jupiter and Saturn. Uranus will be relatively closer to the horizon, between Venus and Mars. Unfortunately, these 2 planets can only be seen through a telescope or a pair of binoculars. To get the best view of the alignment, be at your viewing spot about 30 minutes before sunrise. For most, an ideal spot should have a clear view of the horizon toward the east. Although the grand celestial alignment will be visible throughout the second half of the month, the best date to see this show is June 24th. If you're not an early bird and just want to see this parade once, mark this date on your calendar. That's because on June 24th, the 25-day-old waning crescent moon will join the parade. The moon will lie between Mars and Venus, filling the large apparent angular gap between the 2 planets. As the moon travels across the constellations in its cycle, it will pass close to Saturn on June 19th, Jupiter on June 22nd, Mars on June 23rd, Venus on June 26th, and finally, Mercury on June 27th. As the moon passes close to these 5 planets, it will pass in front of Uranus on June 25th, temporarily hiding the planet. However, the lunar occultation of Uranus can only be seen through a telescope from a small part of the world. Lastly, don't be disappointed if you don't see Mercury in your first attempt. The tiny planet is the hardest to spot, especially in the northern hemisphere during this time of the year when the nights are pretty short. Apart from the grand celestial alignment, June 2022 does not have much in its store. No bright comets, no significant meteor showers, and no eclipses. But make sure to see the first supermoon of the year on June 14th, popularly known as the Super Strawberry Moon. You can download some of the space apps given in the description.